Live from the JuiceBox, off the zig, Mike start shooting at my man like Tupac. 2 Glocks, have his shoulder rolling like Lil Uwap. I'm on that fucking boy body like a two-sock.
We live from the JuiceBox right now. Got my man AGUNAA in the building. If that's not a name you familiar with, it's about to be after this.
What's going on?
Listen, man. First and foremost, please introduce yourself, man. I can't do you justice.
Hey, well, you know who it is. It's your boy AGUNAA, hustling ambition. You know the vibes. Man, this is Slime Talk, ambition of a hustler on the way.
Talk about it. That's the album, right?
Yeah, man. April 2nd, bro. April 2nd. We like 6 days away for real.
Alright, it's a single off of that?
First single, well, I just dropped actually a single called True Story. You know what I mean? Probably like 2 weeks ago, for real, for real. You know what I mean? I just dropped that just to give them a little vibe. The single that I'm gonna really be pushing is Mission, but it's also another single, you know what I mean, called Stay in Your Lane. You know what I mean? It's featuring AA.
Alright, so you gave them True Story first. What's True Story about?
True story, man. It's just true story on really like how we came up. You feel me? On what recently going on and what we used to do, but how we moving now. You feel me? I grew up in Woodbury, but you know what I mean, where I really, you know what I mean, handle everything and where I really be at is Clayton, New Jersey. You know what I mean?
Talk about your start in this rap.
I started for real, like really playing with it when I was probably like 12, but I really started taking it serious probably like 2 or 3 years ago. You know what I mean? I started rapping in Woodbury. I mean, because I went to school in Woodbury High. I got into it, like, I used to be around my brother a lot, you know what I mean? So him and his homies, they used to stay on the step and pop the CDs into the radio and shit with instrumentals on them. You know what I mean? Like, get them from, like, I think, like, LimeWire, I think that's what it was. So they used to be out there just rapping and just really writing, but nobody had nowhere to record at, you know what I mean? So I'm young, I'm not really thinking nothing of it, but, you know what I mean? That's when I just got motivated to do that shit for real at a young age by being around him.
Okay.
You feel me? And then, you know what I mean, my pops had us in there. Once he got the equipment, he started making beats. So we just took it from there for real.
What was the first time you felt like, nah, this is what I really want to do outside of a hobby?
That was probably like 2 years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, for real, for real. You know what I mean? Like, I was out of it for a minute, lost passion of it at first. You feel me? Like, my mindset wasn't right. You know what I mean? I wasn't in the right environment, you know what I mean? The vibe and shit wasn't right, you feel me? But then Focus, he had hit me up and shit and was like, yo, do this feature. So I'm like, all right, let me just see if I, you know what I mean, to bounce back into it. And then we did some shit. Then that shit went hard, then we performed it. And that's why I'm like, all right, fuck it, like, I'm jumping right back into it. And then, you know what I mean, Cuz came home, Brilla, he came home. And then he was doing like the instrumentals and shit, and he was just snapping on shit. So I'm like, fuck it, like, we all might as well just jump in some shit. And then I hit him up, we locked in, we did some shit, shot the video, we started doing shows and shit, me, him, Rilla, Focus, you know what I mean? All of us, we just started doing shows and going crazy, you know what I mean?
How was the response from the people at the shows? I know
the shit was crazy because the energy was different, you feel me? Like when we stepped in, like you felt the presence, you feel me? Like we came correct, you know what I mean? Like telling you, like when we move as one, shit crazy, bro. Shit crazy, you can see it. You can see it's like a big ass pack coming in, like shit. What, when we came to Philly, what, 32? Some shit like that? Like, yeah, 32 like, deep, bro. We stomping like an animal. 32 deep, bro. You know what I mean? 32 deep. Lot babies, hustling, ambition, you feel me? Like, we came strong, you know what I mean? We ain't fake shit. You know what I mean? Like, and the shit that we was talking about and the energy, like I said, that we brought to the environment wherever we came in at, you know what I mean? Like, niggas can relate off the music, off the energy, you know what I mean? Like, we ain't fake nothing, man. So, if you at a concert or something, you could tell off of a nigga how he present himself, you feel me? Like, if he talk too much, you know what I mean? Talking about what he do and this, that, and the third, like, off the rip, you know what I mean? You can feel that shit, like, you know what I mean? But when you on stage and then we off stage and you the same, niggas can feel that shit too, you know what I mean? So we the same on and off stage, you feel me? But when we on stage, that shit get crazy.
Word. What's that song right now? That's the one that we throw on at the concerts and gets the biggest response.
Distance,
I mean, people moving.
Distance, Lot Baby, Slits. That shit go crazy. That's Rilla featuring me. The one me and Focus got, that shit go crazy. Oh God.
I want to talk about the inspiration behind the name and like digging into that a little deeper.
Ambition of a hustler.
Ambition of a hustler. What are we talking about?
Everything, bro. Like, it's motivation for the hustlers. You know what I mean? And when I say hustlers, it ain't more like, you know what I mean, some street shit. Like, everybody gotta hustle, you know what I mean? If not, then that's on you. Everybody gotta hustle one way or another. You know what I mean? So, you got that ambition, you gotta have that hustle behind it. Without no hustle, bro, what you got? You ain't got shit for real. You know what I mean? So, ambition of a hustler. That's what it is, bro. It's motivation for the hustlers. Strictly for the hustlers. You know what I mean? That's how we come.
Tell me your best recommended listening area.
I'm gonna say on some late night, not even on some late night shit, bro. Like riding in the car, you know what I mean? You might be smoking the L, riding through traffic type shit. Like the shit, how I'm coming on most of the tracks, you know what I mean? Is like, you really gonna hear everything that I'm saying. You feel me? You gonna feel everything that I'm saying. Everything is relatable. You know what I mean? Everything is relatable. Everything is true. That's how we come. That's how exactly I'm coming on that shit. Ambition of a hustler. Strictly motivation for the hustlers. You feel me?
Alright. So look, I'm gonna pivot off the motivation, right? Because I want to get a little tapped into some more of your influences and your motivation on the rap side. Top 5 industry influences.
Me. Dirt. Lucci. Fuck with Lucci. Gotti. Bad. Money bad.
Alright, that's a solid list. You got that quicker than I expected.
That's what I'm saying.
That's solid. I can dig that. Tell me who you listening to on a local level. Who in Jersey right now you listening to? You got some stuff out.
My niggas.
I mean, obviously, but you know what I mean? Name some names.
That's not even on no cocky shit.
I mean,
That's
real
on some
shit.
real shit. You feel me? Like, if you look on my playlist, you feel me? I listen to my niggas.
Alright, but if I want to hear your niggas, I'm supposed to go to Spotify and type in his niggas or my niggas.
Alright,
Name some names and some projects.
Alright. We got Focus, King Focus. You feel me? We got Real It Up. We got Double A. We got Brick James. We got Quay Hawk. Trendsetter Reed. We got Mar World. I just started fucking with the young boy. He fuck with Ray though. His name, I think it's Duck MK or some shit like that.
Get it right, because we tagging everybody you mention.
Yeah, it's Duck. Yeah, it's Duck. That's what it is, right? Yeah, him. That's like niggas that, you know what I mean, outside of, you know what I mean, the gang and shit, like outside of the circle.
Alright, well, bro, shout out you out. Show bro some love and repost this content.
Bro, what's going on with you?
Excited to see what the response for the new project's gonna be.
Yeah, I got a lot of shit, bro. I got a lot of shit, you know what I mean, that I want to do as far as this project. After the project drop, like videos. I'm putting together this block party, you know what I mean? I'm trying to put that shit together in June. That's gonna be in Woodbury, you know what I mean? I'm putting everything in the works right now.
Okay.
But like my videos and shit, I'm just trying to take everything to the next level, you know what I mean? From what I did last year, as far as my videos and songs and my process and everything, I'm trying to switch everything up and take everything up to the next level for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Switch how I do videos. You know what I mean? Give them something to actually look at. Give a storyline behind it. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Actual real content. You know what I mean? Shit for real.
Solid, bro. I can appreciate that. Not everybody's coming like that.
Yeah, bro. I want to get motherfucking like I want to start like a little brand type shit. You feel me? To promote the tape. I want to do a lot of shit, bro.
You got a name for the brand?
Hustle and Ambition. That's the name. We just gonna switch the stamp. We gonna get everything fresh. You feel me?
Right.
That's the brand that I'm running with. You know what I mean? Hustle and Ambition. You know what I mean? You see it. Strictly for the hustlers.
Bro, I love
party,
that.
But the block party, for real, that's gonna be the one. You know what I mean? Cause we trying to bring everybody that know, you feel me, but just see like on the gram and on YouTube and shit like that. You feel me? We're trying to bring them actually into real life. Bring everybody in Woodbury, like the kids. We gonna have the barbecue, DJ, everything, bro. Like, you know what I mean? We just gonna have fun. We'll shoot a video, all that, bro. All that. That's gonna be in June.
Bro, I can't wait to see this roll out.
Yeah, bro. That shit gonna be.
You know, you got all the support here at the JuiceBox Studios.
Word, appreciate that.
Once again, we appreciate you tapping in. We live from the JuiceBox. Got my man AGUNAA. You want to give him anything else on the sign out?
Yeah, man, tap in. April 2nd, April 2nd. You know what I mean? Ambition of a Hustler. It's coming. It's ready to drop. Shit gonna be fire, man. We ready to take the streets right back over.